All right, let's just jump right in. Imagine this. You just beat your favorite video game, and boom, a secret mode unlocks. It's called New Game Plus. You get to start the entire adventure over, but this time, you keep all your power-ups, every rare item, all the legendary gear you spent hours collecting. Now, what if life actually worked that way?
Just think about it for a second. Everything you've done in your life up to this exact moment, all the school, the hobbies, the friendships, the mistakes, what if that was all just the tutorial level? You've learned the basic controls, you've kind of figured out the world map, but the real game, the main quest, that's just about to start. And that's where this comes in. Think of this as your official strategy guide. We're about to unpack the cheat codes for this next, much more epic phase of your life. And it's all based on the wisdom of one of the world's greatest thinkers, Charlie Munger. Now, the cool thing is, as you played through life's tutorial, you are actually collecting an inventory of unbelievably powerful mental tools. You can think of them like glowing orbs of pure thinking power. You might not even realize you have them yet, but trust me, they're in your inventory, just waiting for you to equip them. Okay, so check this out. This is the complete collection you now have access to. I mean, look at that. 9 different superpowers. That's a whole arsenal of mental tools right there. Now, we're not going to have time to do a deep dive on every single one today, but we are going to focus on equipping 3 of the most game-changing orbs in your entire toolkit to get you started. First up is the Detective Orb, also known as Inversion. And this one is so interesting because it flips traditional goal setting completely on its head. See, instead of trying to figure out how to be brilliant and successful, you just figure out all the ways you could fail, and then you just don't do those things. It's often way easier to avoid being stupid than it is to force being a genius. And this just shows you exactly how it works. You know, asking, how do I ace this presentation, is kind of vague, but asking, how could I totally bomb this, gives you a super concrete checklist of stuff to avoid. Okay, don't forget my notes, don't mumble, don't forget to actually practice it out loud. By simply not doing the dumb stuff, you dramatically raise your chances of success. It's a real superpower. Okay, let's grab our next power-up, the Snowball Orb. This is all about the magic of compounding. And yeah, we usually hear about this with money, right? But the secret is this applies to everything. Your skills, your knowledge, your relationships. Tiny good habits done over and over and over again, they don't just add up, they multiply into something massive. And if you need proof, just look at this number. If you decided to get just 1% better or smarter every single day, we're talking reading just a few pages or learning one new idea, by the end of 1 year, you are not 365% better. Nope, because of compounding, your improvement is almost 38 times greater. That's not just growth, that's literally a wizard-level transformation. And our third one for today is the Golden Aura Orb. This is all about becoming 100% trustworthy. It just means that when you say you're going to do something, no matter how small it is, you actually do it. And this isn't just about being a good person, it's a massive strategic advantage. Having a reputation for being reliable is like finding a glitch in the game that gives you infinite lives and unlocks doors that are totally closed to everybody else. Okay, so you might be thinking, these tools sound great in theory, but what does it actually look like in the real world? Well, let's check out the character arc of someone named Alex, who spent 1 year actually using these superpowers on purpose. I mean, the transformation is just staggering. He went from being that kid who rage quits video games and bombs every test to being a calm, strategic leader. So what changed? He didn't magically get smarter overnight, he just started thinking better. And notice that last point. Voted class president because he always does what he says he'll do. That is the Golden Aura Orb in action, clear as day. This timeline really breaks it down for us. See, he started a coding club not by trying to be a genius at everything, but by staying within his circle of competence, what he knew well. He got real tech companies to sponsor him because they learned he was reliable. That's trustworthiness. And he won the election because his good reputation compounded day after day. Every single win was powered by a specific tool he was actively using. So what this all really comes down to is taking this deep, profound wisdom and making it incredibly practical. Just look at how this stuff gets translated. Deserve what you want becomes become so undeniably good people can't ignore you. Envy is a stupid sin becomes jealousy gives you nothing and blocks your own progress. Just delete it. It's about reframing these huge ideas into direct actionable commands for your own life. All right, we've gone through the tools, we've seen them in action. Now it's your turn. Because this isn't just about listening and understanding the concepts, it's about actually equipping them. So think of this next part as your very first mission in your own personal New Game Plus. And it is so, so simple. Seriously, do this today. Grab a real piece of paper, write that title at the top, pick the 3 power orbs that really jumped out at you from what we talked about. And then, and this is the most important part, write down one tiny, super achievable action for each one that you can do in the next 24 hours. You have to make it real.
And please don't underestimate how powerful this one simple act is. That piece of paper you create, it's not just a to-do list. It is the actual blueprint for becoming unstoppable. It's worth more than any fancy in-game skin, more than any follower count on social media, more than any grade on a test. It's a declaration that you are officially done with the tutorial.
The source material we're drawing from ends with this incredibly powerful idea. It's framed as a letter from your future self looking back, and it basically says that the person you're going to become in 10 years, they started right here, in this exact moment, by doing that simple exercise. They're telling you, this stuff works, but only if you actually act on it.
So that's it. That's the final quest. You have the strategy guide. You literally have the cheat codes. Now it's time to assemble. So what's that first tiny action you're going to take?